My name is Carlos Sanchez, S-A-N-C-H-E-Z, some of you may already know, and that's because I've been fighting for our communities since the age of 13. I've been working on the coal dust pollution issue in our community for a few years now, since I was attending high school at Benjamin Franklin, that's here in Curtis Bay. I'm now a recent graduate of class 2023. My mentors often talk about how they've seen me grow. Unfortunately, the efforts to protect the health of our youth, community, and workers haven't grown as fast as me. That's why I'm here today, to urge the Maryland Department of Environment to deny CSX application to renew their permit and to develop a just transition plan away from coal. I've dedicated my life to advocating for basic human rights, for voices that aren't being heard, for students that want to learn, for grandparents that want to see their grandkids grow up. And I've done my part in so many ways. I was part of the first cohort of scholars who worked to collect scientific evidence that our community needed. Now we have peer-reviewed research proving that coal dust is reaching as far as Benjamin Franklin High School, where students there are exposed to harmful pollution every single day as they are trying to learn. The same goes for the workers who are around this harmful particulate matter every day. They are trading their health for a job that can be given to somebody else. Beyond the science, I spent time attending community meetings to share what is happening in our neighborhoods. I've been taking part of panels, symposiums, presentations, anything in the list to shine light on these issues and bring the voices of my community to a broader audience. We've been fighting for clean air for years, and it's time for that fight to result in some real action. I've done my own research into the long history of problems that you already heard about, including during my research, I even found a petition from 2013 where residents were asking for the same protections that we're asking for now. Yet 10 years later, the coal dust pollution has continued, and accountability has fallen shorter, even after the coal terminal explosion. To bring further attention to this issue, I've been part of these creative methods, like cutting out messages that you guys all seen before, to make sure that our message is heard. But despite all these efforts, the pollution continues and the health of the community remains. And the drought permit it's concerning for several reasons. First, it doesn't require the strongest possible pollution controls, leaving our community vulnerable to continued exposure. It lacks clear and enforceable limits without strict standards and accountability, and there is no guarantee that emissions will be reduced, and the monitoring requirements are inadequate. We need ongoing real-time monitoring for the community has full access tied with enforceable limits. The only solution, and I'm almost done, the only clear solution is to get coal out of the community. We can have good jobs that don't involve coal. Look what happened earlier this month. We're trying to enjoy God's nice, beautiful day when all of a sudden we see plumes of coal dust going into the air. That's unacceptable. Maryland Department of Environment, we're asking you to stand with our community and deny this permit renewal. Protecting the health of the community, the youth, and the workers should be the top priority. You have testimonies, you have you taking a stand, you have the evidence. This environmental justice must end, and the people of Curtis Bay deserve an action. And one more thing I want to point out, that we've sent these tape strips to Maryland Department of Environment. We send them to the EJ Commission. But now that we have a representative from CSX, I would like to present to you this. I was going to submit it with my testimony, but I think it's much more better used to hand it to you so that you see what the community is dealing with on the daily.